So we're at the 1700 block of Presbury where Freddie Gray was initially arrested. He was arrested pretty much right at this corner. The video of that arrest shows Gray being dragged into a police van. Looks like one of his legs at least was limp while doing it. You could hear him screaming in the video. Police though say that they arrested him without force. Obviously a lot of people have taken issue with that. But that's really all you could see in the initial video.
And we also had some bystander video that came from people that probably lived in this area over here that were actually able to catch his arrest on film, which happened just over here. In the video you can hear people yelling that his legs look like they're injured and that he might have a broken leg. Okay, so we're at the corner of Baker Street and North Mount Street. This is the first stop the police made once Freddie Gray was in the back of the van. So he was arrested just up the road there on Presbury Street, and then about 1 block away they decided they needed to stop to reposition him in the back of the van. This is also when they put his legs in leg irons. You can see right behind me there is a burnt out building, so there was another market here where some of the looting from Monday night took place. We know really little about what actually happened at this stop here. The police haven't released many details on how exactly his legs were put into the leg irons. We don't have any bystander video at the moment, so we know very little. We do know this is the first stop out of 4 that the police van made while Freddie Gray was in the back of it. So we're here in front of the CR Market. This is on Mosher and North Fremont Avenue. So some new information came out on Thursday from police officials that the police van that was carrying Freddie Gray actually made an additional stop that we didn't know about before. And they found that out because of CCTV footage that came from the front of this market. So if you look on the top of the market there's 2 CCTV cameras. Obviously there's no one inside at the moment. You can see the front door is boarded up. So this building was actually looted in Monday night's riots. But we did have a chance to go in and speak to the owner this morning, and he was telling us a little bit about the police investigation. So he told us he actually hadn't seen the footage of the police van stopping himself. Police gave no information as far as what actually happened when the vehicle stopped. And he told us that 2 police officers had come in to request to see his CCTV footage, and they had recorded off of his device. So his CCTV was feeding into a computer. Unfortunately, when the store was looted on Monday, he told me that his computer was actually stolen as well. So we didn't get a chance to see the footage that came from these 2 CCTV cameras, but it's part of the police investigation now into what happened to Freddie Gray, and that information has now gone over to the state prosecutor.
I ain't like the fact that, you know what I mean, if it was one of us out here and we did something, we committed a crime, we go straight to jail. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that they don't get the same treatment that they would do for us. So.
Yeah.
Talking about the officers, obviously, right?
Yeah, they could stay home and wait. You know what I mean? Well, on us, we commit a crime, we going straight to book.
They're trying to piece together with their investigation, you know, what the sequence of events was from when he was arrested until when he was taken to the hospital. Do you think that that's going to shed any new light on what actually happened?
For somehow, some reason, though, I just believe they going to wind up walking on it anyway, because they normally do.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. They get away with murder. We don't. So that's how I feel about that.
So we're at the 3rd stop right now. It's on the corner of Dolphin Street and Druid Hill Avenue. The 3rd stop happens at about 8:59 a.m. The police, they were headed in the direction of Central Booking, which is down that way. So we're going to turn the camera around and just show you that angle real quick. Central Booking was where they intake arrestees, sort of putting them in a holding cell before they've had their initial hearing. So the driver stops, and we know that the driver requested sort of like a medical checkup, requested another person to come by and give Freddie Gray that checkup. Don't really know what happens there. It hasn't been described yet, but whatever did happen, they then turned around actually and picked up another arrestee.
So this is the 4th and final stop that the police vehicle carrying Freddie Gray made before they went to the police station. This is where they were actually called back to pick up a second person. This is 1600 North Avenue. We don't really know very much about the other person that they picked up, except for that he is now being considered a witness into the investigation into Freddie Gray's death. North Avenue here is where a lot of the protests have been over the past few evenings, and it's where the looting and rioting was kind of centered on Monday night.
So we're at the 1000 block of North Mount Street, and as you can see behind me is the Western District Police Station. There's some National Guard troops out there. It's obviously been blocked off. There was some protests pretty much throughout last week, which is why these troops are still out here. So this is the final stop that the police van carrying Freddie Gray made before they then transferred him over to shock trauma at the University of Maryland Medical Center. So the injuries that Freddie Gray sustained, and we don't really know when those injuries occurred, but he sustained an 80% severed spine and a smashed voice box. Again, not sure when those injuries occurred, but that is what happened to him at some point, and police then said that he was in serious medical distress at this station, which is when they transferred him over to shock trauma.